Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kirsti. Today's video is going to be a part of the seafood open collab that is hosted by Tay over at What's Cooking with Tay. Y'all really need to go check out her channel. She's a lot of fun to watch. She has great recipe ideas. I will make sure to link her channel down in the description box below. So thank you, Tay, for hosting this collab. Also in the description box, I'm going to have the playlist of all the other creators that are participating in this collaboration. So if you love seafood dishes and dinners, make sure you go check out that playlist because you're going to get lots of different ideas. The recipe that I'm going to be making tonight is a spicy shrimp and chicken pasta. This is a recipe that I actually got from my sister. Her and her family absolutely love this dish. They make it all the time, so I'm really excited to share it with you. So for this recipe, you're going to need some chicken breast, and we're going to cut these up real thinly. My sister, when she makes this, she uses the jumbo raw shrimp and she cooks that up. But we usually always have some of this cooked shrimp on hand. So I'm going to use this and we're just going to make it work. You're going to want some of your favorite pasta. We're using the bow tie, some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to use a can of mushrooms. If you prefer the taste of a fresh mushroom or you already have that on hand, that would probably be delicious. And then we're going to use some of this garlic and pepper seasoning, some onion powder, and then we're going to use this Creole seasoning just to make it a little bit spicy. My sister uses a Blackened seasoning. All I really have is the Creole, so we're going to make that work. I already have a pot of water here on the stove. We're going to go ahead and turn this on high to get it boiling for our pasta. So I have my skillet here on the stove. I'm just going to put in about 1.5 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to put this on a medium heat. We're going to get that melting while we cut up the chicken. So like I mentioned just a few minutes ago, we are going to be cutting these into thin little strips. Our butter has melted and our pan is hot, so we're going to go ahead and add in our chicken. Now, if you were using raw shrimp, you would also want to add in the raw shrimp when you add in the chicken. But since I am using, since I'm using the already cooked shrimp, I'm going to wait and put that in a little bit later. Say hi, Moses. Say hello. I have all my chicken in, so now I'm going to go ahead and generously season with this Creole seasoning. Our chicken is getting pretty close to being done, so I'm going to go ahead and add in this bag of shrimp. We're going to add in our can of mushrooms. I'm going to kind of stir it around. And then I'm going to add in some more Creole seasoning just so that shrimp can have some seasoning as well. It's going to be so good, y'all. I'm so excited. Our shrimp and mushrooms have gotten hot, so I'm going to go ahead and add in some heavy whipping cream. Now my sister, she told me, she said that she doesn't really have like measurements for this stuff, so we're just going to kind of eyeball it. We're just going to go ahead and use the rest of that container, and we're going to give it a quick little stir, and I'm going to add in some more seasonings. I'm going to add in some of the garlic pepper seasoning. Also going to add in some onion powder. And some more Creole. Give it another stir. And we're just going to let this sit here and simmer and let this thicken up. Of course, once it's been simmering here and thickening up, if you feel like it's still too runny or too thin, you can add in a little bit of flour at a time. I would recommend maybe like a teaspoon at a time because you really don't want to overdo it. because trust me, it will thicken up quickly if you add too much flour. To go along with our dinner, I'm just going to make kind of like these little garlic knots, and I'm just going to use these biscuit dough. I'm going to kind of warm it up in my hand so that way it's a little bit easier to maneuver. So what we're going to do is we're going to want it in like a, we're going to kind of stretch it out like this. Kind of roll it while we do it, and just keep stretching a little bit at a time, because if you try and stretch it too far too fast, it'll rip. And then you're just going to kind of twist it into a knot, just like that. Set it on there, and then once we get these out of the oven, we will brush these with garlic butter. I've had this simmering for quite a while now. I did add probably like 2 teaspoons of flour to this just to kind of thicken it up a little bit. I added more seasoning to it also since I did add the flour. But like I said, add a little bit at a time. It depends on how much cream you put in there to how much flour you may need. But since this has been sitting here, we're going to go ahead and mix it with our noodles. And that is what's for dinner tonight: spicy shrimp and chicken pasta. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me in the kitchen today. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure you go down in the description box below. Check out that playlist for tons of different ideas. Make sure you go check out Tay's channel, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.